thinking like, what can we do? What can we do? So we created a platform for children of migrants to feel inspired, to feel in a safe place where they could feel themselves, where they could see people like them doing different stuffs. Like you can be whatever you want to be with the right resources. So it was a space where we were putting opportunities closer to them.
Hello Plusers and welcome to this new video. Today we are interviewing Ibra and Fatima. They are working in an association called Sobre Los Márgenes that we will explain later on in this video. We are going to record it directly on our way from Algeciras to Malaga. They are flying actually to Istanbul for some events they have. So stay tuned, watch the video and see what they have to tell us, because they are doing very, very cool projects. Guys, first of all, I would like you to introduce who are you, what are you doing, what is your professional background, and if you can also tell us what is Sobre Los Márgenes and tell us a bit more about it, that would be great for our audience of Plusers to get to know more about it.
Hello Plusers, how are you doing? I'm Fatima from Spain, from Madrid, and I'm founder of Sobre Los Márgenes. I'm here with Jesus in the house, in the car, and Ibra, my cousin and co-founder. So yeah, we're pleased to be here and speak a little bit more about Sobre Los Márgenes, about the work we're doing, and how we can enhance the work all together in collaborations, doing partnerships, etc. That would be great. So thank you very much, Jesus.
And please, Ibra, I will hold the microphone. Please tell us a bit more, but at the same time, please be focused on the road for the safety of this video being uploaded at some moment.
Okay. Hello everyone. It's so nice to be here as well. My name is Ibrahim Rifi. I am from Spain as well. I'm journalist and political scientist, and now working at an international NGO and a social and a human rights activist. And also I was a co-founder of Sobre Los Márgenes. Yeah, very happy to be here.
Nice guys, thank you very much for the introduction. In the channel of Plusers, what we are doing is basically we are interviewing people working within the Erasmus Plus world. It's very interesting to see what the different people is doing, because you know Erasmus Plus is kind of a platform where different rivers come to, okay, it's a lake. So we see people that are coming from international cooperation, influencers coming here, and different fields that they end up working in Erasmus Plus. And it would be great, you know, to know what's your background, what's your history, what's the history of Sobre Los Márgenes, and how did you end up creating the organization, how is the sum up, what are you doing currently, but how was the seed, how did you decide to start creating this organization? So if you can tell us a bit more about it, that would be super top. Thank you very much.
So Sobre Los Márgenes started as something really small, and it was based or it was in response to a need. We as young people, majority of us were children of migrants, born and raised in Spain, but from a migrant background. We've realized we had many issues, especially the new generations that were rising, especially in the field of education. We've realized only the 2% or around the 2% of children of migrants were reaching the higher education. And we were like, there is something wrong in here, right? Just the 2% or between the 2 and 5% of children of migrants, they reach higher education. So that was an issue, a problem. And we began analyzing as friends, you know, as a group of friends, what can we do, right? So we created a space, we created a platform for children of migrants to feel inspired, to feel in a safe place where they could feel themselves, where they could see people like them, doing different stuffs. Like you can be whatever you want to be with the right resources. So it was a space where we were putting opportunities closer to them, especially we're working with children of migrants that are coming from disadvantaged contexts. So that was the idea at the beginning. So this is how we started. We started as an idea, we started as a response to an issue that we were feeling even with our own brothers and sisters, right, in our own families. So it was something really familiar, really little, and we were thinking what can we do, what can we do? So we were all coming from the Erasmus Plus background, like the non-formal education, and we were also realizing that even in those spaces, we didn't have enough children of migrants, right? It was a really, we can say, white space, not extra inclusive. Like the information of Erasmus wasn't really reaching those people. So we were like the bridge between the information, the knowledge, just like, you know, all the opportunities that are out there with Erasmus Plus and those like young people in Spain.
Wow. I think that you have very clear niche to how to work with. I think the work you do is super needed. It's true that in Erasmus Plus there is a particular niche and special budget and goal to target and to reach people with fewer opportunities, which is basically your target. It's not very well known that, you know, migrants are having this kind of disadvantages and they have a harder path. People don't realize about it till they are migrants. You know, when you go to another country and you start realizing how difficult it is and how many barriers you have, that of course, we always say that there is work to do in two ways, no? One is the migrant need to also work on the place, but the place needs to adapt to the migrant as well. And I think this is very important to say, but very interesting what you are doing. I see totally that you have it from the inside, so it's much easier for you to tackle the goals and to get to know your target, the people that you are working with, and to help them out. I would be also very interested to know what Ibra has to say, how everything started and how did you end up creating Sobre Los Márgenes, and how do you see it, bro?
I was part of the creation of this organization. That happened 5 years ago. It's true that 5 years, like, it's not enough time to see maybe results, but I am very happy with what we are seeing 5 years later, which is like an organization, our own organization, an organization that represents thousands of people. Because if we analyze the social realities of the European societies, and especially the Spanish society, migrant people and people with migrant background is increasing hugely every year. But if you analyze the organizations, no, the social sphere, the civil society, and its organization, its movements, what exists, it's really nothing compared with the social numbers, no, with the reality that we are facing. So this process of being part, having like an own identity, and also giving the response to the question that we are somehow, no, very attached to and very suffered by, no. It is something that it's making me feel very proud. And yeah.
You have reasons to.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like mainly what we see a lot in Places, and what we are trying to give visibility to is actually social entrepreneurship. Like people that see there is a gap in the social sphere and try to fill it, try to sort it out, try to manage and to move the resources to really make and create a positive impact. That's part of the philosophy of Placers, and you totally belong to here, guys. Yeah, so I think that what you are doing is really needed, and the work that you are doing basically right now, I think, is in Madrid, right? Is basically focused on Madrid. You are working on Erasmus Plus. You have some projects approved already that actually are about to be implemented. We will work on that. Also, another thing that we are talking is that okay, this is the state. You created Sobre Los Márgenes 5 years ago. You've been working a lot with your niche. You've been also talking with public entities, as far as I know, with the Madrid City Mall, with other organisms. I would like to get to know a bit more about this work, and also I would like to know. I think it would be very interesting if you explain to us what are the future steps of Sobre Los Márgenes, what are the projects that you have in mind, and what are you going to be working on?
So thank you, Jesus, for the question. So first of all, what we are actually doing now, we are focusing on we can say our star project, that is a mentoring program. We designed a mentorship program for our young people in order to connect them with mentors, with people who can be their inspiration and their guide in their different paths, you know. So if you are a young person who doesn't know what to do, who wants a little bit of guidance in terms of opportunities, who need a little bit of clearance, or you don't know, you know, you have some issues with maths, you have someone who can support you in this, you have someone who can support you in I don't know, filling administrational papers and paperwork, you know. So even the little things, we are there to help them and to assist them. And the most important thing is to be role models for the people, because young people need role models. They need references all around them. And when you are a children of migrants, usually you don't have those kind of role models all around you. So for example, if we see the TV, you don't, Spanish TV in this case, you won't see people like me wearing a hijab, being Muslim, on the TV, presenting a TV show, or you won't see someone who is a politician that looks like you. Now, little by little is getting better, but this is something that we need to pursue, because as Ibrahim was mentioning before, it's clear that diversity, that pluralism in Europe is a reality, right? So it's something that is going to happen, and we have to adapt to this new reality, creating more diverse spaces. So this is one of our, we can say, objectives as Sobre Los Márgenes. That, by the way, is beyond the margins. That's the translation in English for those English speakers over there. So because we don't want to be, like, we have to be beyond the margins. We don't want to be in the margins. We are beyond them. We are pushing for that. So mentoring program, we are also like participating with multiple organizations and associations, because our key message is collaborate, like sharing is caring, each one teach one, you know, those kind of messages that we believe in. And we believe in partnership, we believe in collaboration, because we as an entity, as a little entity, we want solve the issues that we have. Once we are all together working for the same purpose, the effect, the impact is much bigger. And fortunately, like, we are part, for example, of a network of different organizations, European organization and Mediterranean organization called the REFAL, that is Anna Lind, the network of Anna Lind. Many of you'll know it. We are like collaborating with organizations over there, Jove Solides from Valencia, different organizations, Cazalla Intercultural in Murcia. Like, we are trying to do things together, working in mobilization projects, collaborating together in Congress, in conferences, etc. So that's amazing too. And then what's next? That I think it's a really, really good question. So we are looking forward to create a little bit more of impact. Now we are organizing an Erasmus Plus as host organization. We've already participated as partner organizations in Germany with Shelter International, that is our main partner organization over there. And now we are organizing as host organization. It's being challenging, but we are learning a lot in the process. I think this can make a huge impact, because the topic, by the way, is about migration. So we look forward to learn more, to learn by doing in reality, and yeah, that's it. I think, I don't know, I can keep talking a lot, but let's make it short, because oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, I think we get the idea. We get the idea that you have a lot of energy and that you are adding that plus in the society, which I think is amazing. It's also very interesting to mention that even though once you have the expertise and you have the experience to implement an Erasmus Plus project, even though it doesn't matter if it's a youth exchange or a training course, it might get much easier. But usually the first time is the hardest. And
we are living it. We are living it in our own body. It's not easy. Not easy, but we are receiving a lot of support by our partner organizations that are supporting us with creating the info pact, you know, those kind of things. Like, they are being really supportive. They helped us with all the process of writing the project, of applying for it. So, you know, we are not alone. We are never alone. And also we are receiving the support of Jesus and with his experience. So that's amazing.
Yeah. That's actually something very interesting from Plusers. We are actually doing the same. Some people that want to create a project, Erasmus Plus project, we are creating both content, and we can give also the services to help them create the project, on how to from setting up an organization or creating an informal group, all the documents, all the papers, the communication with the national agency, how to write down a project, we can basically integrate. And this is something that we are actually planning to do currently with Sobre Los Márgenes, help them out to implement this Erasmus Plus project, the first training course. And yeah, I think that that's also top. And what she is saying, what Fatima you are saying is amazing, because I think that it's very needed. I think one of the values of the European society is to create organizations and to create a very strong associative network, right? So it's not that you, Fatima, are going to some other organization or some other person as Fatima. It's just that we are creating an organization based on some values, trying to have some mission, some goals, and we are sorting it out, and we are collaborating with organizations that can help us out to reach that goal, and we are helping other organizations that can do the same, which is basically the case why we are right now talking and having this talk. I think that's awesome, and that we are sharing those values makes a change. I want to also give the microphone to Ibra. I don't know if you, Ibra, has something else to say regarding this. What's the next steps of Sobre Los Márgenes?
Yeah, well, the next steps, we would love to make the organization to be bigger, make it bigger, have more volunteers, more participants, more mentees and more mentors. We would love also to be as well more active into the Erasmus bubble and the Erasmus network, because all of us, the co-founders and the people who we are taking care of the organization, and now we have to pay, sorry.
Oops, problems of the direct. Maybe
as all of us, we all have discovered, like many years ago, the amazing world of Erasmus, all the possibilities, all the networks, all the connections, all the knowledge, and many things we've learned thanks to Erasmus Plus projects and Erasmus Plus organizations. We brought them to our reality. We have implemented the workshops, the activities, the energizers, the vibes of these on our reality and to our mentees, and we would love to continue on that way and to keep growing in other topics and keep bringing them to our reality. And this would be something amazing if Plasters can help us to do.
Well, that's why we are here. Part of the work that we are doing is actually helping organizations that might not have a structure for Erasmus Plus to really be able to implement them through content, courses that we are about to create, and also services that we can implement directly on the place. So, super top. Guys, thank you very much for the interview. Thank you very much for spending some time. Actually, you had no choice, but thank you very much for accepting and for giving this interview. I think it's very nice for other people all around Europe to watch what other people is doing, to see all the synergies that can be created, that you can come with your own problems and use Erasmus Plus as a tool to sort it out. That it's a super nice resource, because basically the money is there, it's not corrupted, and we can use it to really sort out problems that we see in our societies. I encourage, and I think you will support me, if a participant is watching, or a normal young person is watching and is thinking about maybe solving some social problems that you are seeing right now in your community. As you could see, you can take the lead of them. Go for it, sort it out. You can use Erasmus Plus as a resource. In Plasters, we can also create more videos. We also create more videos, and you have more content on how to do it. So subscribe to the channel, follow the two guys. We are going to leave all the Instagrams over here, also in the description of the video. And also pay attention, because there are more cool videos in this channel that might be of your help. So with this, we close the video.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Things that happen when you are recording on your way on the road. I think this is the most random video I've ever recorded as an interview, but it's going to be super fun to have it on the YouTube channel. That we are going to Malaga, and actually people can really perceive that we have all that stuff, like all the luggage in the background.